so much blood.
Your sentence is purification.
And there's Minthara. Let's go. Your sentence of purification. This reminds me of the Githyanki.
Name, prisoner. Minthara the Nightwarden.
We will take it from you soon.
Oh, yikes.
You were adored, Minthara. Brought up from the darkness and into the Absolute's light.
She cherished you, but it wasn't enough. You were distracted by your own desires.
Almost sounds like
Bloodlust,
Minthara's voice.
murder, chaos.
And most damning of all, an inability to follow orders.
I obeyed to the best of my ability!
And isn't that depressing?
You are nothing.
The Drow reaches
I mean,
out
Minthara's
to the
cruel,
center
but
clip,
boy,
connecting
are
with
they
you for a
even more
moment.
cruel.
She is infected like you, and her mind is disintegrating.
Come to observe, true soul. She is a lesson. None can rise so high that they cannot fall again.
I expected her to be dismembered. Disappointing. Oh boy. What are you doing to her?
We are erasing her.
They're just like shattering the mind. Gosh. You know what? The Absolutists. We're the Dark Earth. We are in Paladin of Vengeance. I think those are like 3 strikes, and you're out. This ends now, and so do you.
A challenge, sister. Who would be so bold?
Awful, sister. Meat that doesn't yet know it is dead.
You really think they can beat us 4? Minty has done nothing wrong. She was mind controlled by the cult. Yeah, we do know that she was sworn to Lolth before, though. So, I would say she did things wrong. And I mean, even if she was mind controlled, doesn't mean she was doing anything wrong. She wasn't responsible for it, though. Okay, my dear little questioners. What do we do about you? How about Rains of Dawn? Nice. Let there be light. I'm really missing the evocation wizard, I gotta say. Just like throwing a fireball here, not worrying about anyone else. No. What to do? How about we dual cast, so like twin spell, a high ranking chromatic orb, and we still go for fire. Ooh, 95% chance to hit, 90% chance to hit. Let's get a little further away though. Don't need that advantage. You know, needs a 13 to hit, they rolled 34. Nice. Wow, the AC is 13. My dear ladies, I know you were confident. I'm not sure if both of you even get to act. I would say Spirit Guardians. And 1 down. The left one is apparently way better at handling her saves.
The visitors aren't supposed to fight back.
I'm sorry. What are you casting? Confusion. Let's try to counterspell it. Didn't work. Oh gosh, Lavender's confused. Rude. And didn't do anything.
I will gut you.
Alright, Gale. A fireball might be enough.
Miss this.
And step. Well, and miss.
I expected to be greeted as a hero, but the wretches imprisoned me and tried to tear my mind apart. I didn't think anyone would come for me.
Oh my gosh, I didn't think I would actually feel sorry for her so quickly. Damn. What were they doing to you?
Erasing my thoughts and my will. Even I could not have endured for much longer.
You sound sad and so broken. We need to get out of here.
Agreed.
Let's go.
Lead the way.
A blessing of Selûne. Can we just go to the campfire?
What is it? What's wrong?
Oh, apparently not. Okay, so apparently with her here now, I guess we have to do a stealth mission. Let's just loot first. I mean, I think best way to get her to safety is just like turning her invisible, going for turn-based, and then going for the run.
Trust me.
Maybe without the turn-based. Don't know. Astarion doesn't know invisibility?
Seek and you shall find me.
We just have greater invisibility, which kind of feels like a waste.
Nothing hurts anymore.
Ah, Levin knows invisibility. I mean, maybe we also have a scroll. Yes. Okay, we do quick save. Cast spell.
Very well.
And I will just try to do it without turn-based, because turn-based is annoying. It just takes like so much longer if you do it in turn-based.
Better not be cursed.
Run, Minthara. Oh gosh, they can see invisibility. I forgot about that. Come on. Run, 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 run. Reveals.
Minthara is supposed to be in a cell. You have some explaining to do.
Maybe I should have done it in turn-based. I was so drunk and bad at making charisma checks. Oh gosh. You know what? Let's try it. I think she serves rather well as my personal servant, don't you? 14. Even with disadvantage, I think that should be... As long as we don't roll in at 1, it works. Thank you. Usually that's always when you roll in at 1.
The guard is happy to let you pass. Minthara is rather less happy about your choice of words.
I would have preferred to bleed them.
Can't risk being in open view.
You know, I don't know if we maybe have to do this. I don't know why we just kept running. Just in case we have to do another check for those two, I'm just going to turn her invisible again. Here. And maybe Shadowheart.
No one's stopped me yet.
And let's run some more. I wonder what even revealed her. Was there another eye here? Probably.
Paved my path with corpses. Build my castle with...
I last
we did
left
it.
Moonrise as a commander in the Absolute's army, obeying the voice of a god. I thought I had found a home and a purpose.
Now I leave as an exile. But you risked your life to rescue me. For that, I am grateful.
The artifact connects with her,
But I
pulling
mean-
your minds together and showing her all that you have seen.
I mean, she's
The
right.
prison,
No one else would have
your
come for her,
dream
right?
visitor, the protection that keeps you from obeying the Absolute and becoming a Lithid. She knows it all in a moment. Her mind reels, but is no longer clouded. She accepts the truth. She has no choice.
There is much we must discuss. Do you have a safe place to camp nearby?
Oh, I think there will be a fun interaction between Minthara and Halsin, right? Oh boy. Aw. Did you ever have like Minthara as a companion healer? And well, what could go wrong? Levina tells Minthara where to find our camp.
Goodbye for now. I will
Astarion
see
shall not
you
approve.
soon.
I'm a little surprised. Oh, I've never seen that. She always dead in my playthroughs. Yeah, we knocked her out instead of killing her in the first act. We didn't turn on the grove. Alright, I would say long rest time. It's been a long day. Look at all those statuses we have. And yeah, long rest. And we're still drunk. So, I wonder if our companions commented on our new addition to the team.
Yes, darling.
Apparently not. Hey Gale, anything from you?
Always a delight to speak with you. What can I do?
Huh. The night song sounds useful. Could it save you from the obstination?
Alas, no. The charm Elminster granted me requires my death as the spark that will light the orb's fuse.
I still hate that.
Making myself invulnerable, immortal, or in any other fashion unkillable would render it useless. And gods only know what it might do to the orb itself. Still, I see no harm in learning what we can about this night song. And if we manage to find it, the harm will be all Ketheric's. So, well worth indulging our curiosity.
Don't drink on the job, haha. And to that I say cheers. It's just tea. Shadowheart.
Well, my day just improved. Did you want something?
I'm still so surprised that you can't ever talk with Shadowheart about like the horrors of the Shadow Curse, right? I activate the non-lethal but still managed to kill her, unfortunately. Yeah, it really limits in like what kind of damage you can deal. Because otherwise it just still outright kills them. But where's Halsin? Should be in camp. What do you make of Ketheric Thorn, now that we've seen him in the flesh? Or unflesh?
He's trouble. Worse, he's a traitor. Whatever loyalty he had towards Lady Shah is long gone. It would please her greatly to see him meet his long overdue end, I'll wager.
We will have that talk about Char again, Shadowheart, even though the game doesn't let me.
Soldier?
I have a lot on my
Gosh, we
mind.
also haven't talked to
In
Wyll
my
in
years
ages.
as the Blade, I've witnessed countless cruelties, faced unimaginable evil. But Thorn, he is made of pure hate. The Sword Coast will rejoice when the bastard's fallen.
Oh yes.
My father is somewhere in this tower. I won't leave him in Thorn's hands. And lest we forget, we've a devil to rescue. 2 missions, 1 destination.
I kind of forgot about that, but yeah, sure. Any idea where we'll find you, Ravengard, now that we've reached Moonrise?
Not in a mere prison cell, certainly. My guess, Thorn will have confined him in the bowels of the tower. The deeper we dig, the closer we get.
Non-lethal are only melee attacks that counts. And non-lethal weapon attacks, right? I think also smiting already breaks that.
Let's see what this does.
I really do wonder if Halsin and Minthara are going to attack.
We must press forward. Let's deal with Ketheric, then find Voss in Baldur's Gate.
Sounds like a plan. Alright. Oh hey, they're hanging out together. And also now it's like Minthara's camp and no longer Halsin's camp. I guess Halsin's camp is inside. Ah, cause like you're just supposed to have like one of them. They're kind of like overlapping, I guess. Oh well. Hi Halsin, what do you think about our new addition?
Oakfather preserve you.
Apparently he's chill.
It does not compare with the comforts of home, but Your camp is almost palatial in comparison to my previous accommodation.
A lovely, comfortable Underdark.
For allowing me to come here, and for bringing me back to myself. Each memory that returns to me is more disturbing than the last. The things that I did in the name of the Absolute. The things that were done to me.
I wonder how evil she is.
They broke my mind.
She seems to regret it, actually. Ooh, I like the first one. Someone in this cult might have broken me too. We are going to break them. Even though, from the bits and pieces of lore so far, I think we might have done the breaking.
Precisely. While our tadpoles live, and the cult have the means to control them, we will never be safe. We must eradicate them, starting with General Thorm.
Pretty straightforward and hands-on.
Ketheric. My deference to him is a habit that will die hard, I fear.
Any suggestions on how we kill an invulnerable man?
All that live can die. I can help you plot Ketheric's demise, but I need something from you first.
Oh.
Swear that you will keep me close. Until the Absolute is dead.
What's the protection from the artifact? You're so desperate. I think she's not going to appreciate being called a victim of the cult, so let's go for that one. Of course, you'll be a valuable ally.
Thank you. I knew you were different to other true souls when we met, but I could see nothing clearly. Now, thanks to the prism, the Absolute does not cloud my thoughts at all. I see that together, we can have our vengeance on those who infected us. Rest well, and keep your wits about you. Tomorrow, we go to war with the cult of the Absolute.
She's so sweet, actually. She's actually way nicer than I expected, and also like really fierce, which is kind of cool. So far, actually seems like a cool companion. Which surprises me, I gotta be honest. Sleep well. We will venture forth together come morning.
I do not sleep unless I wish to. Until I feel safe among this company, I shall spend my nights planning for the fights to come.
That sounds more like the Minthara, I know. The thing is, who are we kicking out of our party to take her along? I hate it. I don't want to kick out any of my companions. But then again, I think also while we're still exploring Moonrise Towers, we shouldn't take her along, so I wouldn't do that. Take her with you taking down Ketheric, she's great. Okay, we'll try to remember that.
Good travels. I'll be waiting.
Okay, let's see if she wants to talk about something else.
You wish to consult me?
You're a fellow Paladin. What's the nature of your oath? That's so cool that you can ask that.
I took up my oath long ago, when I swore bloody vengeance against any who defied Lolth. Now, I myself have sinned against the Spider Queen. Though my faith is shattered,
see, Mara-chan, she committed atrocities.
I am sworn to destroy all those who serve the Absolute.
Please don't serve Lolth anymore. I mean, we're also a Vandal's Paladin, right? It is a noble purpose.
It is not noble, it is necessary. If we do not destroy the cultists, they will destroy everything. We are all that stands between this world and annihilation.
It sounds like kind of like the definition of what motivates a Vengeance Paladin. I like it. Do you remember all you did in the Absolute's name?
I was the Absolute's dagger. I remember every throat that it held me to.
She is very direct.
And every drop of blood it forced me to spill. I take no responsibility for the lives I took. I did nothing in the Absolute's name. I was merely a weapon that it wielded.
Also sounds really awful. Saying option 1 would be so hypercritical as the Darker Herd. I've lost control of myself before. I hate it.
You have my sympathy. The tadpole. The Absolute. They work together like a drug. I did not feel I was compelled to act against my will. I felt ecstatic to serve. Every action seemed a deliberate choice. The best choice. Even though I could no more have resisted its commands than flesh can resist decay. Even rational minds like ours cannot reject such a powerful influence. The Absolute can make the impossible seem inevitable.
I'm kind of wondering if we should maybe install like a mod which allows us to have like 5 party members. Kind of makes it better. Or like, well, easier to choose like characters. Because I'm really curious about having her in the party. What do you all think? I'm curious to hear your thoughts about our companions. Let's go.
A disparate collection of vagabonds and strays. Did you have anyone particular in mind?
Of course. Kind of reminds me of Alistair in Origins, who's also like, let's talk about our companions. Let's talk trash. You get the mod and keep her with you. That would be the idea. Cause I don't feel like I'm going to like go for Astarion, Gale, or Shadowheart like for long. It's difficult. And I think having 5 companions would make it easier. Maybe I'm going to look into if there are like mods which also like increase the difficulty like a little bit. Because I don't want to get it like for it to get too easy. Because I mean that's why we're playing like Tactician. I'm curious to hear what you think of Shadowheart.
She is tolerable, but her faith in the Lady of Loss is poisonous.
I mean, she's right about that. But kind of rich coming from someone who worships Lolth. Yeah, kind of number 3. I thought you might appreciate Sharon Dogma. What do you have against Shar?
The Night Singer has some admirable qualities. Far more than her insipid sister. But her followers are repressed. Take the child Shadowheart. She does not even know who she is, but still manages to pity herself.
As if love wouldn't be all about suppression.
The very concept of Sharan worship is self-indulgent. They would have you think every whispered word and hidden thought is of value, but it is not so. I have performed 1,000 interrogations, squeezing out the most guarded secrets held in heart, mind, and soul. I can tell you this. When the trivial parts have been whittled away and I have sifted through what remains, in most cases, a person amounts to nothing at all.
How emotionless she says that. What do you make of Astarion?
He's been deprived of freedom and strong blood for so long that he is addicted to both. While those addictions have their hold on him, he is still a slave.
Oh, she's really merciless. Astarion's no slave. He's free of Cazador. Is he though?
Free? What purpose does he have that does not involve his master?
He is right.
He fears him, he hates him, he dreams of him, and he will either kill him or die trying.
That was perfectly on point.
Astarion is no more free of Cazador than you or I are free of our tadpoles. He will only be free when Cazador is dead. And that is as it should be. When the time comes, we must hope that he does not only take Cazador's long life, but the power that has sustained him as well.
Yeah, we disagree on that, but we will see when the time comes. How do you and Lae'zel get along? I would actually assume that this is like kind of like the best match. But maybe she also thinks Lae'zel is like naive due to her worship of Laketh.
I have encountered few Githyanki in my life. Those that I did were raiders. They croaked out pleas for mercy in their alien tongue as they died. Meeting Lae'zel makes me wish I knew more of their culture.
That was so far the only nice-ish thing. I think that culture is something in common with yours, Loresworn.
I no longer listen to the whispers of the Spider Queen's web.
That's
I
good.
only obey my own heart's desires. Most Gith do not seem to know their own hearts, nor do they need to. They have strict hierarchies and commitment to a single cause. Some, like Lae'zel, question that cause. But even so, she retains the discipline of her training.
Extra admiration in her voice. Why is Minthara so on point? That's scary. It really is. But then again, I have no idea how old Minthara is, but I would assume how she talks and how she behaves that she's old, like at least a century old. And in Drow society, you have to be really smart and really cunning to get that old. So I think she's just like good at her job. She was good at being like a Loresworn Drow, and that means kill others sneakily before you get killed. Oh yeah, makes sense. Minthara is good in judging character. I think you need that to survive in... And I mean, she is of House Benray, which is like the most powerful house in Menzoberranzan. So it's quite a powerful house. She was a paladin for Lorth, so she also had like quite some prestige, quite some powers. She's like 200 years old. Yeah. I don't know, that's so cool. It is really nice how in-depth they develop all the characters. It's really amazing. What? She's getting along with Karlach? Then again, everyone is getting along with Karlach. Even Karlach seem to be friendly.
I have never known anyone so ferocious and unassailable in battle, and yet so fragile and impermanent in their very being. I often think of mortality as a curse. In time, all that I am and all that I have known and learned will be lost. In time, our cities will be dust. Karlach does not seem to have such anxieties. Perhaps because she cannot afford to. She exists in the moment, and she will burn out and be gone in a moment. There is something very beautiful about that.
Minthara crushing on Karlach right here. Oh gosh, I think she's absolutely going to hate Gale and Wyll. The way she complimented Karlach, yeah. That's it, Minthara's my new favorite. Who was your favorite before, Hila? Or like your top 3 if that's easier to answer. Have you spent time with Gale?
The wizard? No.
Leave my wizard alone. Don't you like wizards?
Their mastery of the weave is commendable, but they are poor conversationalists. In my experience, they do not usually live long enough to make the effort of befriending them worthwhile. Either the enemy recognizes they are a threat and kills them swiftly, or their curiosity leads them to combust while experimenting with the limits of magic. Our wizard is already in a state of suspended combustion, thanks to that orb between his ribs.
That is so rude
I
and
suspect
mean
it is
and
only a
right.
matter of time before he goes up in smoke. I will reserve my social graces for those who might live long enough to appreciate them.
Oh boy. Karlach, Wyll, and Astarion as legend friends in the party. Aww. But as my hobbies, all of them to be honest. Aww.